Hello YouTube, it's Robert, wee Bob, back, and I thought I'd do a video response to Novabug's Friday Foursome, something I'm new to. I wasn't quite sure how it worked. I thought it was going to be, you had like a week to respond, but it looks like it's longer, almost like a month. So that's quite good because I haven't had a chance this week to get in front of the camera. Still learning how to do all this YouTube stuff. Took me quite a while to get my first video uploaded. I'm not used to editing videos that are that long. It was about 20 odd minutes, but I think overall I'd recorded about 35 minutes. Once I edited it and got it down, and then I had issues with rendering it. I used Blender as a video editing tool, and had a bit of issues rendering it because of frames per second and different issues. So eventually we got there, and first videos upload, got 19 views, woohoo! I think probably half of them are me making sure it worked. Let's try and figure out what that was in the camera. Try and move it out the road. Okay, so the question that was posed on Novabug's channel was your 4 most anticipated consoles, and I haven't wrote a script or anything. I'm actually just going to do this off the top of my head. So let's go back. In the last video, I mentioned the Mega Drive. So if we start there, I think that's where I'll start. I said in my last video I had a Spectrum. I had it since so young that I don't remember anticipating the Spectrum. So the first games console I did anticipate was the Mega Drive. It was, like I said, I got a Master System the day before for 60 quid. My cousin sold me a Mega Drive for 60 quid. My friend bought my Master System off me for 60 quid. And that was how I ended up getting my Mega Drive. So anticipation wasn't very long because it was like one day of anticipation to get the Mega Drive, and like I said, the Sega, and I think one of the other things I remember from the Mega Drive was the Altered Beast game, where it says "Rise from your grave." I'll maybe try and see if I can edit in a wee part of that.
Rise from your grave.
Game where he says that. So second most anticipated games console, let me think. It's probably, I went from a Mega Drive to the PlayStation 1. I was a kid and seen the PlayStation 1 come out. My next door neighbour, whose mum and dad were a bit more well off than my family, they got a PlayStation quite early on, and I remember thinking to myself, if I had a PlayStation 1 I would not leave the house. I played FIFA, the first football game on it, and again I was like, I wouldn't leave the house if I had this console. So my brother bought the PlayStation 1, my older brother, because he was working from memory. He had money, and I was still a kid. I can't remember what year it came out. 1994, 5-ish. I could be completely off. Anyway, so in those days it was before proper internet. We didn't have a computer in the house, no laptops or anything. And it used to be you had a yellow paper, or the yellow paper with all the people selling stuff, listings. And I remember looking through the yellow paper with my brother. It came out every Wednesday, and we were looking for a good deal on a PlayStation 1. So he had some money. I think it was about £150 at the time, set aside to get a second-hand PlayStation. So it must have been out some time before I managed to get my hands on one. So I remember playing Alien, the Alien game on that, or Aliens.
Good luck, Ripley.
Accessing computer system. Security codes. We're in. Stay frosty, people.
And loved it. And I'll talk about games. Final Fantasy VII is probably the other one that I can really remember. But yeah, Yellow Paper. Anticipating my brother coming back from getting it, and again arguing over getting a shot, and who could beat the levels, etc. So third most anticipated. As I said, I've never been an Xbox person, so PlayStation 2, anticipation of that, and I'm getting a wee bit kind of confused in timelines, but I did love my PlayStation 2, but I had my children around the time the PlayStation 2 came out, so it was my kind of break from looking after babies. I was in my honours year at university, and obviously a lot of work in between, so gaming had to take a bit of a back seat. I remember playing the Spy Hunter game on the PlayStation 2 and really enjoying it. During my university, probably the Game Boy Advance is number 4. The Game Boy Advance, I'm getting on the train every day going back and forward to Paisley, where my university was, and I'm going back and forward and people sleeping in trains and snoring and slavering in your shoulder. And yeah, I seen the Game Boy Advance was coming out with the Zelda game. I had played Zelda before on the SNES with my friends, and I remember getting that and really being excited because it meant I had something to do on the train rather than falling asleep or holding up somebody else's head. So that's my 4 most anticipated games consoles. I do now have a PlayStation 4, and I wasn't sure whether the PlayStation VR could be classed as a it's not a console, it's an addition to a console. That's a bit of a grey area. Would be quite good to understand if that counts, because I was really anticipating getting the PlayStation VR, which I am happy with. I haven't played it very much, because none of the games that are out just now, well, I can't afford them, to be perfectly honest. I can't afford to go out and buy every PlayStation VR game. I wish I had picked up Battlezone and Eve Valkyrie when they were reduced. They were reduced on Amazon. But if PlayStation VR falls in there, that may actually fall into slot number, let's think, probably slot number 3. Because I'm a big guy now. I'm no longer a kid who's like, where's my console? But yeah, PlayStation VR was very anticipated. So guys, that's my response. There's not any great stories behind them. Bangkok Ian was talking about his time offshore, and I can understand that. I guess the only similar thing is me on the train, but it doesn't really count. So yep, hopefully you'll enjoy my second video. Hopefully it'll be up quicker than the last one, and I can maybe do a wee bit more editing of the sound and get it together properly. I am currently in the process of looking at immigration to another country. Not sure which at the moment, but it's going to take some time to get. That's years worth of work. So just watched the Scotland beat Wales, which was, no offence Welsh persons if yous are watching this, but Scotland actually doing good at rugby, it's like yes. So anyway guys, cheers, hope yous are all having a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers, bye.